We're going to be ruffling some serious feathers this week. Some people are going to be. Some people may be offended. It's gonna get hectic.
And to that,
that's just what it is.
I firstly want to apologize.
We all knew this list was coming.
To my dismay.
It's gonna be hectic. The people, I don't know if the people have been asking for it, but
they certainly haven't.
Well, they're getting it. Whether they knew they needed it or not.
Great.
So,
go ahead.
Top 10 races. Yep.
I'm hiding from the camera.
People are going to be pissed. So,
this is going to suck.
There's a certain type of people that are going to be pretty stoked on the first one. So, who knows? So,
would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
So
starting off, top 10 races. It's the Red Bull soapbox. Yep.
You freaking goofs.
Oh.
You freaking April Fools on this April 3rd. April Fools.
Yep.
You silly heads.
That you thought we were doing, people?
There's absolutely no absolute reality in which we would do that.
Yet.
In which I would do that.
Yet.
Okay. Say what you said again, Red Bull.
Soapbox. Honest to God, I don't even know if it's a race. It's just a bunch of people that make the crazy looking soapbox cars and go downhill.
That counts as a race. Someone has to finish first.
Yep. It just looks like a good time.
Yeah.
It's goofy.
It is. It's silly. It's carefree.
The cars are just insane. The designs are insane.
I know. I feel like on movies that I would like watch growing up, if they were like older or whatever, it was always like a dad and his son being like, we got to make the car for the soapbox race. And I was always like, why has my dad never offered to make a soapbox car?
Random question. What the hell was Hot Rod riding when he went downhill right before he said whiskey or right after?
To me,
what the hell? What is that?
It's giving like
a street luge.
Yes, I was going to say like a luge situation. But yeah, let's call it street luge. I kind of like that.
No brakes.
Yeah, that's the thing that was so funny, and that's just the writing. But I'm like, he's like, oh, here's my safe word, knowing that they're going to be at the top of the hill. But I'm like, that's why it's so good.
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, but yeah, I would consider that street luge.
Street luge.
Luge, yep.
What's it? What do you mean? What is it?
Luge.
Luge.
Yeah. Same thing. We get
whatever.
we get what you're saying.
Whatever. What's your freaking number 10 race?
My number 10 race, and like mine is just kind of silly all over the place, so don't even worry about it. It's Olympic swimming.
Which one?
I don't care.
You have to pick one.
I will pick the freaking...
All right, fine. I'll take Olympic swimming. Fine.
Okay.
What's your favorite stroke to watch?
My favorite stroke, personally, would have to be... I mean, I guess just butterfly. Love the name.
Butterfly.
Mm-hmm. Why?
I could never do the butterfly. That one was so hard.
What one was the easiest?
Probably breaststroke.
Yeah. I just think it's crazy. I mean, like, all jokes aside, they are such freaks of nature. And, like, what?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, I remember that was, like, my favorite. Am I being pranked?
Yeah, no.
That was, like, my favorite Olympic thing to watch when I was little, besides gymnastics.
Is it because you can't swim?
Okay. And to that I say touche. Yeah, I can't swim, but guess what? I have a lot of skills. Nunchuck skills. That's it.
That's a great skill to have. Good self-defense if we ever get invaded.
Honestly, though, can you imagine? It would be kind of hot if someone broke in and I was able to like totally
Just whoop
whoop
their
their
ass.
freaking tail with nunchucks. Are you kidding me? That'd either be the hottest thing you've ever seen or like the saddest thing you've ever seen.
Nah, nunchucks. You can get worked with some nunchucks. You don't know what you're doing. You get the real ones that are wooden. You will wreck yourself.
Oh, 100%. I would not trust myself with that in real life. But how did we even? Okay, Olympic swimming. I was like, how did we get here? Yeah, it's just crazy to me. And I'm
Shout
like,
out Michael Phelps.
oh yeah, that was a huge era. But yeah, it's just crazy. And I'm like, they make it look so effortless, and in reality, you're like, this is insane stuff that they're doing.
I suck at swimming.
I mean, same.
Terrible.
Yeah.
We would do like swim workouts for baseball in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
I would get a head start. Everybody was like, I might have been, I don't know. Irrelevant. Everybody was like, yo, George is the worst swimmer. Like, he's slow as shit.
Okay.
I got a full half a pool head start on this fool, and he still whooped my ass. I was like, oh my God.
Well, it sucks too, because it's like, it's so revealing. Like, there's no way to like.
You can't fake that.
No. So it's just, you're in it. Like, best of luck.
Oh, just a horrible swimmer.
I mean, same, but
whatever.
Yeah. My great grandma.
Kudos
What?
to the Olympians.
Oh yeah, big kudos.
Also, like, to be an Olympian sucks.
It doesn't sound fun.
Unless you're just like the upper echelon that get the weeee box, but
true.
If you don't have sponsorships,
yeah,
you're bringing in no dough.
No, and it's like,
it's crazy that we can't rake up some money
for the best in the world. We're like,
as a country, like we can't be like, here's like a stipend. Oh, you're training for the Olympics, you qualified. Here's a stipend to live off of.
100%. No.
Here's maybe like $1,000 a month or something for
anything.
Repping your country.
Nothing.
And winning because we're sick.
It's crazy.
Whatever.
Anyways, go swimmers. I envy you.
Yep. Cool?
Cool.
All right. My number 9. This is one I learned about. Peckings to Paris.
Peckings to Paris?
Yep. They start in Beijing, China. Or
mm-hmm.
Is Beijing a part of China? Mm-hmm. Or
it's China.
I'm thinking Hong Kong. They're like a weird whatever. It goes from China to Paris.
Is it what type of race? Is this bike?
Cars.
Car?
And the rules are there are no fucking rules. First person to Paris wins.
Wait, that's kind of awesome.
It's pretty sick. It's like one of the only races to span across continents.
That's crazy.
First one was in like 1905 or some shit. Imagine doing that shit in those doo-doo ass cars back in 1905.
Yeah, that's quite the trek.
Like chances of your wheel falling off.
So high. And then what? Best of luck.
What the hell were they driving in 1905? When did the Model T come out? Like 1890s?
It had to be like, we're talking maybe 15 years prior to this race.
People are freaking idiots.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't even want to do that today.
No, hell no. Why?
3,000 miles?
No.
What do you think's the most we've driven in a day? What was Michigan? I don't know.
That was like 13 hours. So I'm like, I don't know how many miles. That was a decent, I mean, that's a trek. But I don't know how many miles. Burp count.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, that's a crazy one. What's it called again?
Peckings to Paris.
Peckings to Paris. Yeah, I'm good on that one. I'm not participating.
From Asia to Europe. Crazy.
I do kind of like the idea, though, that the only rule is just get here.
Yeah.
Anything else? Nope, just get here. And then you win.
I wonder if there's like a set route or if it's just like...
I hope there wasn't. I hope it was just like, get here.
First one to get to Paris.
That's kind of awesome, actually. If so, make a movie about that. Netflix.
Nah.
I just think it'd be cool.
You know, it was a sick movie, 80 Days Around the World with Jackie Chan, the remake. I'm not talking the OG. Fuck that one.
I've never seen it.
Of course. Have you seen any Jackie Chan movies outside of
Mm-mm. Why do you love me? Why? My number 9
Okay.
is just called the Underwater Marathon. Okay. Guess what state this is in? What dumb idiot heads are like, let's do a marathon underwater?
West Virginia, Tennessee.
No.
There's a lot of Tennessee races.
Freaking Florida.
Nice.
The southern accent was my bad.
Well, I mean, they got...
Yeah.
Florida's weird. Like Tallahassee and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the white people down there kind of have an accent, but they have like a weird I don't know.
Yeah.
Floridians are a different breed.
They truly
Underwater
are.
Marathon.
So
tell me about it.
It's in the Florida Keys, and it literally is, they run the length of a marathon, but they have weighted vests and belts on and a helmet with compressed air. Just run a marathon. I mean, maybe the views are cool.
So they're just underwater.
Yes, running and it's not deep. They're not like diving to the depths, but I'm like, they're fully submerged enough to have to wear these tanks. And they're just doing a marathon. Or I'm like, it's hard enough. And you're wearing a weighted vest?
I hate it. I hate everything about that race.
Right? But I was like, this is so absurd. I have to talk about it. What? And then I'm like, I mean, I don't know how deep they are underwater, but I don't know. There's just so many possibilities of disaster. And also I'm like, what's the point? Just
for shits and gigs. Got to do something else. Regular marathons got too boring.
I guess. And I'm like, I mean, kudos. I couldn't and I wouldn't. But I guess Floridians are getting creative.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that it's not just a Florida person. Like, you know, people are coming around the world to do that shit.
Yeah, there's like people who are like, oh, what do you do? I'm an underwater marathoner.
I mean,
you're like, what? That's, yeah, I just thought it was crazy. So I think it's stupid. No offense. But I mean, there is some, I mean, it's an athletic skill that I envy.
Yep.
So, what?
I just thought of a really good one. And you know what?
Edit time?
Shit.
These are really good. Well,
whatever.
Decisions have to be made. Time is of the essence here.
Underwater, Florida. There's a fun Did It Happen in Florida bit that was on the radio back in the day, where they would say 3 just batshit crazy stories.
I love it.
And then somebody would have to call in and guess.
That's awesome.
Which one happened in Florida.
I love this bit.
And then they won a prize. It was the best. It was the best part of like driving to school in the morning was hearing that bullshit. I was like, oh, yes.
Turn it up. Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like, who was it? Was it a podcaster we watched or someone where they're reading like news art? It was the same kind of thing.
It was History Hyenas or some shit.
Yeah, and it was like, which one happened in Florida? It was the same kind of thing. I think that's so funny.
So good.
Yeah.
Right. Shit,
dude.
My number 8, just some good old classic chariot races back in the day.
That's a really good one.
During like the Roman era and those giant coliseums, you know those got rowdy.
Nice.
People probably got tore up doing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like you can't not. Like, you know what you're getting into.
I bet that was a hell of a watch too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to bring back. We got Full Metal Jousting, or what was the name of that bullshit?
That was it. Yep.
Let's go Full Metal Chariot Racing.
I would super watch the frick out of that show.
That's gonna bring the History Channel back.
That would honestly be such a crazy watch. I would love it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
I guess we have to start.
We'll be pissed about the horses, though. It's probably mad dangerous for the horses. But you know what?
No, that would be... We'll figure out a way to work around it.
You got to pay to play. The horses revel in the glory, too.
Yeah, but they didn't sign up for it.
Fair.
But I mean, I feel like it's similar to in jousting. I guess they don't get as tore up. But I'm like, they don't want to be there.
Remember when that guy punched a horse?
Yeah, what? That made me so... Can we bring back more seasons? That show was so funny.
It does not make sense that there was only one season.
No.
It's madness.
Oh my God, it was so good. But again, like, how crazy if someone's like, what do you do? What are your interests?
Joust.
Yeah, I joust.
Yeah, but nobody that was there was like an avid jouster. Some of them were like Renaissance Festival jousters.
Right.
But the only guy that was like the jousters were the coaches and the hosts.
Who was the like bald guy that his name was something like he was my fave. His name was literally something like Tad or Todd or
no idea.
Or it was like literally, wasn't there a guy named like Rope or something?
Yep, Rope A.
Yeah.
Rope.
Oh, that show was so good.
Bring it back.
I know. But yes, chariot racing would be a crazy watch.
Bring it back.
I like it. Nice.
Yep.
I'm debating doing an edit, but I guess I'm just gonna stick with my guns. I've never obviously I've never participated. I've never been to this event, but I feel as though it's like a rite of passage. I would like to go to one of these races, and it's just a good old American NASCAR race.
Yeah, but which one?
I don't know the names of them.
Yeah, but you can't just say all NASCAR racing.
Well, give me 3. What are some options?
I don't know. Daytona.
Sure, Daytona.
You gotta pick a track. They're all different.
Okay, well, I'll pick Daytona.
Okay, cool.
Well,
that's fun. I'm making an edit, and now my next one's a NASCAR race too.
Which one?
Bristol.
Cool.
Honest to God, we should go to one of those. That's only like an hour away.
I would be super down.
Bristol is so sick. It's like only a half mile, so it's super short, and it goes crazy.
It'd be so fun. I'd totally be down.
The short track races are the best because they get the rowdiest. People get knocked.
I believe it.
There's gonna be a wreck no matter what.
Yeah,
you can never like predict who's gonna win. Good old Bristol. We should.
Go. We totally should. Why not?
Must.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have a lot to say about NASCAR. I just think it'd be fun to go. And
yep, I concur. I don't think I've ever been to one either.
Well, then we must.
Let's go.
When, we need to look up when they'd be.
It's like once a year.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they have not NASCAR races, like lower tier stock car and
still I'd go.
Truck series and shit like that. Lawn mowers, maybe, if you're lucky.
God, I could only hope.
Good old lawn.
That would be freaking hilarious.
Nothing like a good lawnmower race.
Nice. Well, I guess, is there any more you want to say?
No.
Okay. My number 7, it's also Olympian. I don't know why I said that weird. It's also Olympic, and it's the freaking track and field. I'm going to go women's because I only watch the women.
So what race? You know how you can't just say track and field. There's 30 races. Which one's your favorite one to watch?
All of them. That's why.
Oh my God. You kind of missed the ball on a few of these picks. just a bit. And I feel like there may be a few more in the same kind of
only
line.
one potentially.
Okay. What'd you just say?
I said Olympic track and field.
Okay, which one do you enjoy? Which races do you like to watch?
All of them. I don't know. I don't know the names of them. The one where there's little hurdles. They're passing a baton. That one.
All right, cool. Track and field's a fun one to watch.
Yep.
It just translates well. Everybody gets it, you know. They're like, damn, I can run.
I think I've told you this story, but how my youngest brother was like, I know that I'm faster than Usain Bolt. And my sister's like, okay, cool, let's prove that. And so we like looked up whatever his like fastest speed was.
And like 12 mile an hour.
Yeah, something like that. So Delaney goes, this is when we lived in Tennessee. So we had a super dead road. So she goes, I'm going to drive the car 12 miles an hour. Beat me. And he was like, easy. Shocker, I'm going to spoil something. He did not beat her. And he was like, whatever.
Who would have thought?
I know. It was like Delaney's fault somehow.
Damn,
But
it was the road.
Exactly, the road was tripping him up. The terrain was crazy.
Yeah, it's not the proper track and field.
Yeah, sorry, he's not.
Track,
Right.
rubber, whatever it is, whatever they use.
Turfage.
Yep. So track and field. I, for one, like the 100-meter. That's always a fun one. Just all out sprint.
Isn't there, I don't know if this is new or if I just realized it was a thing. There's a speed walking, like Olympic.
Maybe.
I swear there is that because you see them and they're just like, it's all hips and you're like, cool. I guess we're doing that.
Sure. If break dancing's gonna be in it, why not speed walking?
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Holy shit.
What was that girl's? Oh, Ray Gun.
Ray Gun.
Yeah. An Olympic athlete, Ray Gun. How cool is that? Yep. She gets to claim that.
Yep. Shout out Australia.
Sure.
Holy shit.
Well, anyways, your turn.
My number 6. This is just a good old fun one. It's the Pig and Ford race.
Huh?
Yep. I think it's like
Explain.
in the Oregon State Fair.
I already love it.
They strip down a Model T car and you hold a live pig while you race.
We have to watch that.
We gotta go to Oregon.
I have to see that live.
County Fair, State County Fair. That sounds insane.
See, this is like one of those where I'm like, what's the point? But in like a fun way. Unlike the underwater one where I'm like, you guys are just crazy. This is just fun where I'm like, sure, yeah, we could do that.
Also, like, why Oregon? You just got a bunch of good old boys in Model Ts duking it out.
Maybe we just don't realize. That's so funny. He doesn't like it, but yeah, that's something we have to watch.
Yep.
So what's it called? The
Pig and Ford race.
Pig and Ford race.
I don't know.
Sure.
Something like that.
It's our pod.
Pig and Ford racing.
That's so funny.
Just to like have a live ass pig in your lap while you're whipping this dookie ass car.
Hell no. But I love it. Way to go, Oregonians. Sure. Pig race, sure. My number 6, don't worry. This is a pretty specific one.
Cool.
It's the space race.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty low, but it's not that low. It's a classic.
It is a classic.
It's an absolute classic.
And I mean, come on.
It was the Cold War, the U.S. versus Russia.
Pop off, King.
Let's go. Just a tale as old as time.
I know.
Not really, but
it is a tale of time. What is it? A test of time. That was a story as test of time.
Yep. And did we even go? Did we even land in 69?
We can't even talk about it. Gut reaction or knee jerk, do you think we went? I kind of love the idea that we didn't.
I don't know. There's some weird things. There's a couple things that are weird.
How much? Sorry, this does relate. How much does a lie detector test cost?
What?
Because I just think that'd be fun on the pod. But the reason I thought of that, when the Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were doing like promo for Wicked, they did that like celebrity lie detector test, and it was Cynthia asked Ariana, "Do you think we landed on the moon?" And she was like, "Yeah," and the person was like, and she was like, "No, what? No, I mean, like, there's some stuff that's kind of crazy." Like, she totally fumbled. I'm like, girl, just own it. Like, it's not that deep. But I'm kind of, I mean, obviously, I don't know, but I kind of love the idea that no, we just didn't.
There's some weird one where today, if we left the atmosphere, we wouldn't be able to survive in the like radiation rays. That might be one of the dumbest things I've ever said. But you get the point that we don't have any kind of technology that could
like survive that,
make it there and back.
I feel like you've mentioned this to me before when we've like either watched what, maybe it was like the X-File, or there's something we watched where it was like, did we go to the moon?
No, it was like that dumbass that was on Joe's side.
Oh, okay.
It was like a moon conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I mean,
bald guy.
Also, is this gonna piss people off? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this will piss people off, but like, I just don't really care. Like, it's the same way I feel about like aliens. If we went or not, how does that change my life?
So what?
How does that change my everyday life?
That makes being an American sick if we went to the moon. If not, it was all a lie. We're just a bunch of lying sack of shits. At least our government is.
Right.
Still, us going is sick. It makes being American sick.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's how it affects you.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the rest of the pod, I'm just not going to speak. That's what I think I'm going to do. The space race. Pretty cool.
Just a classic.
Yep.
Really, it was the Cold War. Nice. Felt like it was kind of, I don't know about that. I don't know shit. I'm going to say the pinnacle. Like, we won. We got to the moon.
I mean, I feel like it was a pretty big deal. Like, that was kind of a huge thing.
I guess. I feel like the Cold War was over when Reagan was like, tear down that wall.
Oh, yeah.
And that, what, 80s? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
The
moon was 69.
Sure.
Now, the only reason I know that's because of the Even Stevens song.
What?
You remember when Renee, was that her name? The sister?
I don't remember.
She was like, we went to the moon, 1969.
I don't
know. The song
That's
just kept
awesome.
going.
I kind of love that. I don't remember that episode, but I love that. I know.
Watch more Even Stevens, maybe.
God, I wish. Can we get that somewhere?
Disney Plus, probably.
It's crazy that Beans is in a completely different career now. Yeah.
Doing what?
Remember the thing you showed me yesterday where I was like, this is Beans?
Yep.
What an unfortunate, and I'm so sorry, what an unfortunate way to look as a kid.
He made the most of it.
He absolutely did. He was also the voice of freaking Rufus.
Nice.
Yeah, so he did good. Anyways, space race. Is it real? Is it not? You be the judge.
Yeah, who even knows anymore? Was that number 5?
Yeah, and I'm just going to really quickly look up specifics for my next one, just to be safe.
Cool. Okay, my number 5. This is a classic one that we all cherish, hold near and dear, and it's the World Wife Carrying Championship.
Okay.
Why did you look down as?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I guess we'll just leave it at that then.
No. It was an honorable. It didn't make the list.
Oh, cool.
But nice.
Yeah.
All I guess is if I was the man, I just would hope I had a tiny wife. I'm gonna be honest.
Gonna say, you better hope that
she's petite.
Chilling. This feels very European. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I did no research for this. I just kind of thought the title said it all.
That's fine. What more do you need to say? They carry their wives and they race.
Yeah, there's just no way this isn't out in Europe, like Scandinavia or one of those Nordic countries.
Yeah, 100%.
Bunch of like Viking fucks.
Oh yeah, and that's who should be doing. Like that feels right. Yeah.
I wonder how long the race is. If it's just like an uphill sprint, just like 100-meter, or just.
I'm Googling it right now.
A freaking quarter mile.
Wife carrying race length. It says 278 yards. So
that's like 3 football fields.
That's still
that's a hefty little hike.
Little journey.
I wonder if there's like weight limits or.
I feel like there has to, or I guess is it just like.
What's the word?
Minimums,
like your wife has to be this.
Yeah, you come in with like an 80-pound, like she's sick as hell. That'd be so sad. There's probably yeah. How do you like sign up? Like, what are the requirements? I wonder. I like it.
There's like, yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
Cool.
Onward.
My number 5. It's a series of races.
Oh.
And I mean, the race I think is still cool, but I'm in it for the flair. It's the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, all right. Good.
Okay.
Good.
This is one that me and Kaylee, shout out, have talked about going to because how fun is that? But yeah, just kind of like the old money vibe, the bouginess. Like you get so dressed up to just, have some fun.
It's an American classic.
It really is, but it's like so over the top, but like it's kind of tacky, but no, it's not. I don't know. I just think it's cool. I would actually really like to go one day.
Why do people love horse race betting so much?
I don't know, but they really like.
Is there just like 40 races a day and you could just
maybe
bust out a bunch? Just that quick hit.
It says during the week, there's a total of like 16 races. So I'm like, yeah, I guess that's a couple a day. But I'm like...
It's not even that much. Because
right.
the race is what, like 30 seconds? Not 30, but it's
like quick.
Not that long.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the...
proto is.
Right. But I think it'd be cool.
Yep. I'd be down.
It'd be just so over the top. And it's just like, this wouldn't be a regular thing, but just to say you've gone once, I think it would be cool.
We just go once and we are all about it.
Yeah, we're like obsessed. Heads. The wall is just like the different horses and like what the odds are.
Yep. Oh, shit. We hit the Triple Crown.
That would be quite the plot twist.
Shit.
Anyways, the Derbs. We gotta go. Oh, this just next one I have to Google because I know you're gonna tear me a new one.
Just a classic. All right. My number 4. It's another European just staple. And it's the downhill cheese wheel race.
Oh, yes.
Yo.
Oh, yes.
I love watching that.
The
way that people will fling themselves down that hill for that fucking wheel of cheese is awesome.
Literally, it's like that hot rod scene when he's just falling. They will fly for that cheese.
God, it is so awesome.
I will never participate, but can you imagine being a spectator for that? That would be a crazy thing to see.
I would be so down to go to Europe just for that.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say do it, and I was like, that's crazy.
Hell no.
Yeah.
If I'm going to get smoked, it's going to be skating or snowboard, not running after a wheel of cheese.
You're not even running. You're tumbling down.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. He keep hearing about cheese, and he would do it.
Yeah.
He faster than all those idiots.
Yeah, he'd do pretty good down that hill.
Yeah, he would. Nice. That's a good one. Yeah, that would be so fun to watch.
A good, fun one.
Let's see. This is also a series. So I'm just gonna say My favorite one of this is the Australian Grand Prix. It's Formula One.
Yep.
And I like the Australian Grand Prix personally, because of just its beauty, and I think the people there are so friendly.
That's good.
And the accent is just so cool.
Yep.
Okay, can a girl just like a thing?
Yep. F1 is crazy.
It is crazy. My favorite thing forever will be they're in like high pressure, like this is a crazy scenario. And then when they're talking to the like controller people, they're like, yep. All right. Good job. Oh, my tire is burst. Oh, it is not good. Okay.
Yep. Right brake going out. Oh, shit.
Yeah, but even then, yeah, when they say it, they're like, oh, shit. Yep, we're done. And you're like, I mean, I guess you have to, but like, it's just so funny to listen to them while you're hearing just like all this commotion happening. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I'm like, I can't. F1. To see a race like that would be insane.
Oh, yeah. We might talk about one here real soon.
Is it the Australian Grand Prix? Well, that's okay.
Yep.
So that was my number 4.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, F1. Tight. Couldn't tell you a lot about the Australian Open.
It's okay. That was like kind of my forte.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
My number 3. We already talked about the space race. Shout out to Lance Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong was a trumpet guy.
Lance.
Wait, hold on.
Are we stupid?
We are. Hold on. Oh my God.
Lance is the bikeman.
I think that it's the correct first name.
Lance, nah. Holy shit. See, I don't even.
I swear, although with my like confidence for these kind of things.
You've been on a heater lately.
Was Lance, the first. I swear. Neil Armstrong.
God, we are flat.
We got half of it. We got Armstrong. What did we? Good God. Shout out Neil.
Yeah, shout out. Even though, who knows?
Yeah, or Neil, are you the biggest crook of all? Only time will tell. Yep. Or it never will. So
space race, just a good symbol of the Cold War.
Yeah, I mean it's iconic. Come on.
Yeah. What? Space? The moon? What?
When you were a little kid, did you ever have a desire to go to the space?
Hell no.
Okay, same. I could not give 2 flying francs.
I saw like one clip of Space Camp and I was just like, no.
Yeah.
One, I'm not smart enough. Like, you gotta be a freaking genius to be an astronaut.
But
I think I realized that and I was just like, no.
But even if I was that intelligent, which obviously I'm not, there's no desire. I'll do something else. If I'm that smart, I'll do something else. I just like kudos to them because that's a crazy thing.
Being in space doesn't seem fun.
No, it seems miserable. I would never do it.
Like taking a dookie in space. What are we even doing?
And also,
I guess you just like push up against the wall and then it just shoots out into space.
But
it's funny to think that there's just like astronaut dookie floating around in space.
Yeah, but what if it's also not a clean brown? Like, what if it's messy?
You better, I don't know, figure it out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, thank you. I'm good.
You think they ever just have like dookie matter floating around in the spaceship?
100%, of course. Like or vom.
You just let one rip and you dookie yourself.
Or what if you vom and you don't make it to the freaking turlet? Then that's just like floating by freaking Joe's head, and you're like,
just get like a bag and you.
Yeah, I'm just good. I'll do like a little simulator here on the ground for 20 seconds to be like, yeah, that sucked.
A simulator.
Is that not correct?
Simulator. I don't know what's right and what's wrong anymore.
It's too cerebral. Okay. My number 3 is called the 24-hour Le Mans.
Oh, yep. That was honorable. It's a fun one.
It is a fun one. I'm going to be so honest. I know very minimal detail. All I know is that it's in a little car, 24 hours. And it's not a team, which I thought was interesting.
Like, why would it be a team? How'd you team up?
Like, I'm just thinking.
No pit crew or anything?
Yeah, or like.
So what do you do for gas? You just pull over and you just fill up?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's just you. And there's no like, hey, I've been driving for 16 hours. It's Jimmy's turn to finish our leg of the race. Like, it's just you.
Is it... Oh, I'm so confused. Is it that people just drive for 24 hours and the person that goes the furthest wins?
I don't know, but it is a... Like, it is a 24-hour. Like, that's the whole bit, is if you don't make it, whatever, you're out. So, yeah, I guess it's whoever stays the longest.
Oh, you have to get there in 24 hours.
No, I swear it was like a crazy, like...
I don't know. We need these facts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look the Frank up. I need to know. Is this in France?
Yeah, of course, Le Mans. Okay. A prestigious 24-hour endurance car race held annually, blah, 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 with the winner being the... Oh, okay. It's the winner who covers the most ground in 24 hours.
Sick.
That makes sense. Yeah. I just think that's crazy. I mean, I don't have the endurance for that, so that sounds...
They have a pit crew. How else would they gas up? They're not just going to pull over and fill up.
I don't know the deets. I'm going to be so real. But I just think that's a cool concept. I don't know.
I wonder if they're just slamming smelling salts.
Or something.
Just getting smoked on the salts.
Yeah, you'd have to. But I do see... I wish I knew about what's the one, the something to Paris that you talked about.
Pecking.
Because I kind of like that one a little bit better. That probably would be my number 3. But still, I think this is a cool concept. So, yeah. Le Mans.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Does everybody drive the same kind of car or... Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Sure.
Sure. I'm so excited about my next 2.
Oh, yep. My number 2. It's the Monaco Grand Prix. And I'm going to be completely honest. I don't even think I know where Monaco is. Is that Spain?
I don't think so. But I don't know. Let's Goog. I'm just an absolute googer
The
today.
fun thing about Monaco is that it's in the streets. It's like street. It's one of the few street races. There's a couple like that, but this one is sick.
Located on the French Riviera.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's bordered by France. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that would be crazy.
It's so insane that they just have races in the middle of like not downtown, but like just.
But still
city.
a town.
A town.
Even if it was like that's crazy.
This one's so sick because you see like the ocean and they go through like a tunnel and shit. That one might be my favorite one that I've ever watched.
Was it on the last season? Like, because I feel like
I always go to Monaco. I feel like they have to. Yeah.
I just feel like I remember a couple scenes and being like, how? Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the coolest one, just because of the tunnel, the scenery.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And then to watch the race, you're just like in an apartment, just.
I know. I was just thinking, like,
porch.
Imagine if that's just where you live. That'd actually be kind of sick.
Once a year, you just get a front row seat.
Yeah.
At a stretch of the F1 race. That
would be so crazy. But then what if someone like crashes into your apartment building? You're like,
just the whiskey. The whiskey got to be willing to take.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. No, that's crazy. I'm trying to think if I want to go with my number 1 based on how disappointed you've been so I'm trying to think if I'm going to switch them.
Okay. I'm
just going to not, and I'm just going to hope for the best.
Yeah, do you?
My number 2 is the Badwater 135. It's in Death Valley, California.
Sick.
Goggin.
Ultra marathon.
Oh yeah, big
135
boy.
miles. That was.
No, I feel like it's even freaking
Goggins bullshit.
He did it.
Yeah, of course.
And it sounds. Oh yeah, 135. Okay. Wait, I swear it was longer. Nope, it wasn't. Yeah, it just sounds terrible. Like, cause there was another like on foot race that
Barkley.
I don't know. And it sounded almost as bad the length was a little bit shorter, but I think it was just like the terrain was.
The Moab.
Maybe that's what it was.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one I saw was the Barkley. It's in like Tennessee. 53,000 mile like elevation change.
Yes, that's what it was.
What?
That would be.
It's in Tennessee.
Brutal.
What?
But I just think for me, I mean, I would hate either, but 135 miles is insane.
And in Death Valley, just sweating your ween off.
Oh, from the freaking, like, it just sounds like hell. So I'm like, the people that do that, freaking mad kudos.
I guess you got some shit that you should.
Oh, some demons.
Yeah, there's probably a better way to work that out, but.
But still, what a freaking crazy thing to be like, oh yeah, I ran 135 miles. What's up? I am impressed by that.
just a different kind of person.
Oh, for sure. Could never be me, but hey. Ew, and then I remember in the Goggins book, like he was just talking about how his body like was just
the feet just get
and
so
the knees. That I'm like, when he was like, yeah, and I could feel my bones grind, and I'm like, oh my god, you are just a different kind of person, buddy.
Nobody's telling you to do all that.
Exactly. No one is forcing you to do this race. So, Badwater 135.
Yep, there you go.
You freaks.
Shout out to the Valley of Death.
Mm-hmm.
D Valley. All right, my number one.
I hope it's the same as me.
Yeah, it probably is. It's just an all-time classic. It's the only reason that people have ever given a shit about bike racing.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay.
I think it's the only reason that we see asshole bikers on the road, and it's the Tour de France.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, I will say, driving behind bikers on these roads make me want to hit them.
It's a nightmare.
I will not, obviously. But yeah.
You
just
know what
crazy.
The thing about the Tour de France is, I bet if you live anywhere, wherever that happens,
Mm-hmm.
you probably hate that shit.
100%. You're probably like, oh no.
It's that time of year again. Yep. You better settle in for the next 3 days.
Yep. Oh, it's gotta be. I would just go somewhere for like vacay. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm not doing this. God.
But just absolutely iconic. It gave us the just the insane storyline that is Lance Armstrong.
And not Neil.
Yeah, if I was funny, I would have said Neil Armstrong, but
it's okay.
God,
I just remember as a kid, the yellow Armstrong, which were always way too big for my wrists, by the way. There's no kid sizes. And then finding out that he was a roider.
Devastated.
And I was like, who can you trust anymore? Why do I wear this bracelet?
The South Park episode about those bracelets is so funny. The way that I used to wear an aggressive amount of just those dumb rubber bracelets.
Really?
Yeah, because I found like cool ones. I got like Yankee ones.
It was like quite the thing. Like I remember being like, oh, that's a crazy cool bracelet. Like want to trade. Like that was a whole freaking market. That was a good time.
I had some sick ones. And when I say sick, I can only think of the Yankee ones, but I swear I had other ones.
I believe you.
But even just the Yankee one, they had like the player's number in their name. It was so sick.
God, those were such a fun time of life. Did they ever get like caught in your arm hairs though?
Not really. I was in elementary school.
Oh, I was a hairy kid from the start. So
you know what was kind of dumb? What were the ones?
Silly bands.
Silly bands.
Yep.
Silly bands were crazy.
You better believe I had those.
Yep.
All the way.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. That was like, that was so fun. All the girls in the school being like, wait, did you hear Sarah has the monkey? And you're like, what? Maybe I'll trade for the giraffe.
Yep. The monkey was a hot commodity.
Yeah, why? Yeah, that's just such a vivid memory. Well, my number one, and this just goes out to all our listeners, to all the ones I love.
White people.
No, Jesus. My number one, The human race. Love you guys. And I'm glad I didn't switch that. Because I love you.
The way that you just... Yep.
No, please finish the sentence.
I have nothing to finish.
The way that I what?
We started out acting like we were going to do races.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Come on. That's why we're all here.
Yep.
Okay. I had to give a shout out.
Yep. I just thought of a fun one.
Well,
fun, honorable.
Say it out loud.
The rat race.
Come on. That's good. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. That's a really good one.
Fun. Not that fun unless you're Davis Clark.
That in which the rat race is your absolute ultimate.
You were thriving in the rat race.
Could never be me.
Honorables.
Wife carrying race.
Sick.
We talked about it. Olympic speed skating. I don't know if there's multiple.
Always fun to watch.
Luge, which we spoke on. I just think it's funny that it's just like, I mean, you do have a tiny bit of control, but it's kind of just like, and you're like, ooh, and you just hope for the best down a chute of ice.
Hope we don't fly out of this.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought that was crazy as a kid. And then roller speed skating.
Cool.
Okay.
Right. Talladega.
Nice.
The Moab. Daytona. Le Mans we talked about. That's pretty much it.
Cool.
I didn't really have a whole lot of honorables. What did I take out? Oh, the Indy 500. Where they drink the milk afterwards for no reason.
Oh my God. I feel like my dad loved watching that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I super remember the milk and being like, that feels disgusting.
It's really weird that nobody gives a shit about IndyCar racing until that race. And why is IndyCar racing not cooler here? It's like our F1.
Who knows? Couldn't tell you.
But we love some freaking NASCAR.
Yeah, we do.
The Barkley Marathon. I took that one out. That was the Tennessee foot race.
That's crazy.
53,000 elevation gain. Change, whatever.
Still, that's just, no.
Yeah.
Where's that at in Tennessee? Do you know?
No idea. Probably close to us, probably.
Yeah.
That's where all the mountains are.
That would be gnarly.
East Tennessee.
Yeah. No, thank you. Well, we got you guys. You got goofed.
Oh.
So.
We strung them on.
You're embarrassed, and I see that your face is turning red.
So, happy late April Fool Day.
And happy birthday to our boy.
Yep, he ate today.
Yep. So. Cool.
Cool.